Whoops, let's not show that. Hello. We're live. I don't know why the hell we're live, but we're live. Let's go over to here and fix some more bugs in code. Happy Friday. It is Friday, right? Yep. Well, we got some bugs to fix. The goal is to get the MOBA to not be cursed so that we actually have the eval thing running. As soon as that happens, I'm getting dinner and going to sleep. Yeah. So, something weird's happening because essentially the game is not resetting correctly. I don't know why. I'm trying to think what it would be. Somehow it has to be disappearing, right? It's disappearing, but not losing health. Hold on, wait a second. How suspicious am I? So it took a little bit of damage. And then what do I think happened to it? Entity.y, entity.x. Couldn't be this, right? It only gets used here. Health is an int, right? Not a uint? Yeah, I don't use uints. So... the symptoms are, it plays a few games normally. And then there's some edge case where the tower disappears without triggering. What if what if I just, like, return false? Does it still happen here? I'm a little suspicious of this thing. This is reasonable, right? See if I can watch it. Okay, so it just did it. Doesn't have anything to do with push. Does it still have, yeah, 4,500 health? And I did remember to recompile, right? Yeah. Okay, so that's bizarre. Let me see how the AI works. So there's attack target. Nearest scan target. And there's basic attack or skills. So wait. Suppity dup. Hey, that guy. Trying to fix MOBA bugs. Is this, and I'm trying to fix MOBA bugs where like, oh my god, I'm either slightly burned out or I'm getting dementia, one of the two, because my brain is just not freaking working at all. I should go run a marathon. That'll fix me. Does this move to function make sense? If you're trying to move somewhere that's not empty, your streak keeps going to loading on Twitch. Is that my problem? I have 0 dropped frames at the moment. So I don't know what I'm supposed to do other than not drop any frames. Well, then that's probably Twitch, not me, right? Can't do anything about that either way. What is it? It didn't even lose any health this time. I'll watch it again. I don't understand how this is possible that it's doing this. So these things, they run forward. Okay, Radiant Victory. Radiant Victory. It reset correctly there. Oh. Well, this didn't do it, right? The tower just disappeared. I should count the towers taken to see if it shows. Hmm. Creeps took it and it was fine. I'm trying to think what's the weird edge case that I'm not thinking of here? There's some weird edge case that's like letting it kill the ancient without it resetting the game. Or not kill the ancient because it still has health. It's not happening now. But nothing changed. So I assume it's just rare. Yeah, so the creeps just took it there and it was fine. Is it some skill that I'm not thinking of? What the heck would result in removing the ancient? Whoops, we're out of memory. What would result in removing the ancient? I'm trying to think how I can even debug this. Hmm. I could disable skills. Let's disable skills. Okay, ultra fast mode. Oh, that's a reset. So I've got to just wait and see if I'm confident or not that this thing is in the skills. I don't think what skill it would even be. I already tried commenting the push and pull skills, but those should be fine. Hello, does the model take the game image as an input, or it takes a local crop of state? So it takes basically the same information that you would use to render the screen that the player sees, actually a sort of a smaller portion around it, and that's what it uses. This is not the only render mode. There's also a playable game mode that you can see. I'll pull that up after I run this simulation. I'm currently trying to figure out why the game doesn't reset. Sometimes the game doesn't reset when you defeat the Ancient, and that obviously breaks everything. Like, it doesn't detect that the win condition has happened. So I'm trying to see how it is that they're removing the enemy Ancient without anything happening. The agents that you see here, the Radiant team in blue is a random neural network, and the Radiant team in red is a network that I trained for a few minutes. But yeah, this is just like this is just like Friday evening debug stream. At least for the next half hour or whatever, if until I give up on this and go get food. Hopefully I can solve it before then. Be really nice. The agents are so much weaker without their abilities. It's actually kind of cool. It means that they have learned to use their abilities effectively. Okay, that's a nice clean reset. But that's not really going to tell me on its own. I can show you the renderer real quick if you're still here. Alright, so this is what the game looks like. It's pretty basic, but it does have the full map. It's got neutrals, it's got everything you would think of. Here comes the wave. Defend the tower. There you go. Turn skills back on, maybe. Or do I up damage? Thank you. I normally have much more energy than this, but this is the end of a pretty long, crazy dev week. So I'm just at this point, the current goal is to just fix like the last few bugs in this. I have some ELO calculation code that takes a whole bunch of neural networks, plays games with them, and then sees which ones are better and like makes like the MMR curve. But I have some bugs in the environment that are making that a little difficult. Whoops. I wanted to run. Okay, so this is hyperspeed because I just cranked up all the attack damage. Okay, you see right there? The ancient is gone. It says that it's still there with all its health, but it's not there. The game didn't reset. So it doesn't have to do with skills. It's unfortunate. I don't think what the heck else it could possibly be. Didn't happen there. So it's just really rare, it seems. Does it being more common with basic attack mean anything? I've seen it happen with skills as well. I'm trying to think if it's like if it attacks and moves into the tile at the same time or something. But I don't think that would do anything. Like, I almost don't think it's an attack that's causing this. Not like an off by one, right? There's no way that makes sense. Okay, I just did it right there. It's like the very last index, isn't it? I think that would do anything, though. I doubt it's this. We're gonna try this just in case. Interesting. Okay, it's not anything to do with neutrals. It's very weird how it doesn't even... Is this a clue that it didn't take health damage at all? Surely it would take some health damage, right? It's pretty consistent. Oh, wait. Man. I just don't see anything that would cause this. There, it just took the tower. Is there anything like if it takes the ancient before a different tower? It took the ancient before. That seems very common. This time it has damage on it. What other stuff can I test? Wasn't the neutrals. Try without the creeps. Do 100 games. It'll be really fast. So it pulled the tower there, but that's a known thing that they can do. It just pulled the tower around a whole bunch. That's fine. It's kind of funny that they can pull the towers. It's just me, or is it not happening with only the... We have to, like, the annoying thing is it's such a rare bug that we have to run it for a ton of games to know for sure. Could this be something with the creeps, though? Or do we think it's just more common with the creeps? Like, I would think it's gotta be something like moving onto that tile, right? Like, if they move onto the tile, that would mean that it's still alive. I think it is still alive, technically, the way it is. Not seeing the bug without the minions. What would the minions add, though? Just the fact that they go straight up to it, maybe? What's the minion work? How's the minion stuff work? Move towards. How does move towards differ from move to? Move to Y. Move to X. Not equal empty. And PID is not equal to. Oh, it's the jitter. Wait, no. Because this one's still checked. Damn it, I thought I found it. Because this just calls move to. It doesn't actually move you. Okay. Wait, disk Y. Man, this is a hard bug. Agents, creeps, neutrals, right? Let me make sure I have all the indexing right. Yeah. These all look right. Agents, num creeps, num neutrals, right? Tower pid, agents, creeps, neutrals. Grid. Tower spawn Y, tower spawn X. It's empty. If you get an error. So this should be fine. I don't think it's getting here. I think it's... It's so weird because I have like such extensive checks to prevent this from happening. Like this exact thing. I don't think this will help, but we'll see. .205 looks to be the... Okay, so the bug just happened here. So 201, 205. We get 205 is the ancients, gotta be. 201, 205, 201, 205. And the ancient here is taking some hits, but is not killed. So whatever happened to this thing, it's not getting killed. Okay. Is there anything else I can think of? Entity tower. Okay. Let's try something else then. If tower 3 health and grid Y. Yeah, let's cdef start ancient tower 23 greater than 0 and self.grid. Okay, maybe this catches the bug, right? See if I can catch it exactly when it disappears. Same tick. A crazy freaking bug. There it is. So we're spammed to shit, unfortunately. Should have put an exit in. But let's see. So it disappeared with in the starting position. It disappeared in its starting position. Okay, let's try this. So it should never be able to hit this. This is to check if it's overwriting the tower by moving into it somehow. Okay, so Ancient disappeared. Has this much health. It moved a little bit, but that's allowable. Okay, this is I can't think of anything other than this. Because I don't know where else it would be moving it. 6:30. Damn it, I need to get some food, sleep. Okay. Cannot move from tower is very weird, right? How's that happen? It's very weird. Cannot move. Oh, but this is end of game stuff, right? No, but now it's suddenly... Come on, do the thing. Not being able to reproduce this is very annoying. This has got to be happening, right? In the train code. I would assume this is why the runs stop after like a couple billion steps. I've only been able to train for like a billion or two, and I should be able to train for 20 billion. The fact that the tower is attempting to move... Oh, wait. Maybe this is the signal I'm looking for. I think this is probably the signal, right? Because if it's no longer happening... and I return... Okay, what we'll do is we'll do print player type at is a tower. Print pid player.pid moving to Class. No. Exit. This we can definitely reproduce. So what's happened, I think, is that somehow it's gotten onto the same tile as a tower. Hello, Linky. I forgot to rebuild. Gotta order some food as well in a bit. It's kind of funny to me that people will still watch like the absolute zero energy debug stream. Like, I get when there's cool RL going on, but this is just like boring debugging. But hey, it's all part of the process. Okay, so here is the bug. It says player type 1. Entity type is quality third monitor content. You say so. Okay, so hero type. No, it's not hero type, it's a grid ID, right? Or this is support, I guess. Yeah, so this is their support. Oops. Can't even drag it over by the time this happens. So, team 1 is dire, right? Pretty damn sure team 1 is dire. Hero type is 0 again. Player type 1. Wait, player type. Entity type. So it's a creep, not a player. It's a dire creep. So I was right that it's something with the creeps. And it says it is a tower. Let's see if this does anything. That's weird. So actually this doesn't have anything to do with the jitter, which is very weird. Wait a second. Hero type 0 is team tape 1. It's still a creep. Player PID 18. Well, that's a crazy move, isn't it? 102.21 to 1890. There's no way that works. Do I have Y and X mixed up somewhere? Creep AI is move towards Y and X. Y and X, right? Okay, so it's moving towards it. So, and then it gets the destination. This has got to be coming from a waypoint. How is this thing trying to teleport? Is my question. Okay, that's actually very suspicious. Tick 300 is a tick that a new wave spawns. Does that replicate? It does. So let me see. This is the PID that we assigned to it. Respawn creep. If grid where does entity come from? Okay, so it is spawn creep. That's why I use get entity. Lane is lane. And then a respawn. Does this work? Did I just have garbage data in this buffer? Undeclared. Still is a tower, question mark. How's that possible? Move to. Oh. Shit. Okay. That's really dumb. I think I found it. I'll explain in a second. If I'm right. If I'm right, I'm ordering myself some good food for finding this. We'll see. Okay, so yeah, that's actually cancer. So when an agent dies, you gotta keep in mind this is an ultra high performance sim. There's zero dynamic memory allocations. Zero. That means is we always just reuse memory. And as a result of that, we don't clear out sometimes we have old data in those buffers that we're supposed to remember to clear out when we respawn the agents and stuff. But in this case, they had their old position data in there. And when they have their old position data stuck in there, then the move function, the way it works, is it will delete whatever it is that the agent is standing on, because it's going to try to delete the agent from the current tile. Technically, the grid system kind of causes this. We're just going to make sure that this is not a bug. Hold on. Okay, let's just make absolutely freaking sure that there's just no way that this happens again. That's so bad. Hmm. What's happening now? We can't set it to 0, actually. Shit. Actually, why does this happen? Oh. Shit. It's kind of hard. Towers are fine doing this, I think. Zero, so we're fine. How do I solve this, actually? This is kind of tricky. Well, no, because I clear out the grid. When I do reset, right, I clear out the grid. This looks good. That way. I really don't like this either, though. And I really don't like this either. I'm going to leave it there for a second, though. The neutral stuff is fine, because it's the same buffer. The respawn player is also actually fine. Tower's fine. It's just the creeps. Actually, can I just, like... I just do this. When something dies, I just move it. Does that work? Oop. Doesn't work because of the player. Why, wait, how's that make sense? You never call kill on a player, do you? Wait, how the heck does this make any sense? Still not fixed either. Player type 0 is a tower. I made some progress on this. I'm gonna order my food on the side here, and then as soon as it gets here, I'm just gonna be done. And I'll have to work on this tomorrow, unfortunately. A little demotivating, but hey, these sims are hard. Got that done. I think I have a handle though on what this is. This is definitely like a data corruption thing. Not like in the memory at like address type of way, but still. I had a follow-up, I just saw that. I had a follow-up from before. Do you think some mix of both self-supervision and RL will be more prevalent in agent systems rather than one or the other? Yes, but you have to be smart about it. Like, in my mind, the way RL is being used in language models now is kind of almost a completely different thing from the main value that RL provides. The main thing is that reinforcement learning can just accumulate so much data so quickly from sims. It scales so well with data. Doesn't need huge models. It can solve incredible problems with very small scale. You know, like think of like think of how good a 7 billion parameter language model is. Really dumb, right? Really stupid. Even a 3 billion one, yeah, very stupid, right? Well, you can solve Dota with like 160 million parameters. Dota is an incredibly hard game. Right? Very complicated game. So you have to have a way that actually leverages the strengths of these two things. And for the record, there really aren't any agent systems out there at the moment. Like if you mean like the language model agent systems, like they don't work. It's just scam. It's like calling language model in loop. Doesn't work. I think what's the easiest way to like catch all of this. When a player is killed, it gets... This actually looks like it should work. Player type 0 is a tower. That's weird. Memory corruption. Be 128. We don't have a self.height attribute. Recompile. Cool. Okay, so invalid player position 0, -2. PID is 6. Print a whole bunch of shit out. Something weird is happening. So this will crash eventually, right? Okay, there we go. So type is 0. Entity player is 0, so at least we don't have the data corrupted. PID is 6, which is dire support, I believe. Hero type is actually 1. Right, it wouldn't be support. It would be assassin. It's got health, mana, level 9. It's a very weird X position. 8.0. Its hit is 1. It shouldn't be able to kill a player. Oh, there we go. So do we have killing player anywhere? Nope. So it's not actually calling this function. Just want to make sure it's not this thing. I don't think it would be, but... Okay, no, it's not this thing. Oh, wait, is it this thing? Hold on. There's a different error. Now, that's interesting. Okay, player type 1. Move to entity. Man, it's complicated. Let's see, how's food? Still be a while. Somehow a creep is on the same cell as a tower. It's trying to move from 106, 19. Wait a second. I think spawn creep has to do... Let me try something. That was weird. I think that this is like between game buffers or some jank thing. Yeah, I think that on spawn, everything should just go to frickin' 0, right? And then if you kill it, it also goes to 0. That makes sense. Tower shouldn't matter. Right? Or does it? Tower might actually matter. Tower.x, tower.y. Does this do anything? It's basically just being careful about how stuff gets reset. Let's see. Neutrals are stacking up too many. So let's fix the spawning of neutrals. I think for now this will look way better than before at least. And then what we'll do is we'll come up with a much better spawn system. So let's see. Yep, neutrals are good now. Creeps look good, right? Yeah. Did you see what was happening up top? That was crazy. How did that happen? I just saw the thing before. It was like completely spazzed out, right? Is it not going to reproduce? Oh, there it is. I think I see why it happens. Under what cases should it be moved? Hold on. Probably food's here, right? I'll check. And get a few minutes. See if I can fix this before then. So we'll see if this is stable. No. Tick 0. Right. I see. What about this? I think it's just about clean resets at this point. We'll fix it today. We'll clean it up tomorrow. Hopefully. Took way too long. Back at it. I've been at it. Tired. Need some food. Gotta sleep. We'll see if this is fixed or not. If it's fixed, then it should be running the elo calcs correctly. Yeah. We'll put this here. Will I remove some prints? That was a lot of debugging. I think it's good now. It looks stable to me. And even if it's not, it's at least stable across games. I think it's good though. Seg fault. Really? Gotta be freaking kidding me. How the hell? Wait. Ancient disappeared. Okay. I think I found it. Cool. This works. Tell me this doesn't segfault and I'm done. Right on time as well. Why are my elos not updating, damn it? I didn't do this. Okay. I got it. Okay. Whoops. Here it is. Are you kidding me? How is this segfault? Well, I'm not committing that, but... Okay. Well, there's the working ELO updates. There's still a couple things with the environment to fix for tomorrow. We're pretty darn close. We're going to clean all this up tomorrow. We'll have all the ELO calcs working. We'll have them integrated with Wanby sweeps tomorrow. And then this will all be uploaded once it's nice and stable. If you would like to support this work for free, you would like to play with it, do whatever, it's all available on the GitHub here, PufferII Pufferlib. It's in the dev branch. Only thing I ask, start the repo. Helps me out a whole ton. It really does. The growth on this project has been nuts, and really this is what we need to be able to push this forward. So, helps a bunch. That's interesting that it actually looks fairly stable now. This is perfect. You know what I'm going to do? We'll see if it segfaults or not. But let's have it play 1,000 games. And let's just see what happens. And I'll leave this running. With that, I'm going to call it. Oh, yeah. Thanks, Bet. You got 1 second. I'll do that for you real quick. No, it's not supposed to terminate after 1 step. It's supposed to terminate after 30K. Invalid hyperparameters. That's Oh, maybe it is then. I don't know. It might be. Go look at the MVIF, see if it makes sense. There it is. I just committed everything by mistake, but whatever. I just committed it anyways. Yeah, I think it's a one-step environment, so you can either have it always be true or not always be true. It's possible that this will mess it up. I could very well have a little bug in the GAE processing that would mess this up. I wouldn't be surprised. How's it trained with one step only? It only takes one step to solve this environment. Do you see? Image should be 1 if the sum of the image is positive, 0 otherwise. Flat should be 1 if the sum is positive, 0 otherwise. You can try it with false. It's possible that I messed up GAE. We should have a separate test for that instead of wrapping it in spaces. It doesn't really matter. Yeah, it can get 0 reward. And then it resets. And then it has to try again. Here, I'll hop on Discord for a few. I gotta get off of this, so I gotta go start my dinner. But I'll be on Discord in a sec. See ya.